Hello guys, how are you all doing? Today I'm gonna present you or showcase new software which I found out I think a year ago on the Pro Light and Sound, and I went to their booth and checked it out, and I immediately liked it, the software, and I figured out that a lot of companies in Holland where I work are using this software to draw their designs in, to make their technical drawings. So I kind of followed it a little bit, and yeah, now I'm gonna present it to you, or at least showcase it. I got the software sponsored by Anyvision, so I'm able to draw it or to use the software. And today I'm gonna, or at least for the series, I'm gonna build the stage you see now on the screen. It is from the Shutdown Festival 2019. It's the main stage. The festival is located in Austria. The stage is also drawn and designed in SCAD. It's done by Revolution Events. It's an Austrian company who also does electric glove. So today I'm gonna cover mostly the layer construction, how to design it or how to draw it. I already drawn it, I think, as my first project in SCAD. I came from Visivik, and I think Visivik is CAD based, but it's not as advanced as SCAD, and so I had to rethink a little bit to use the software. I'm now 1 month into the software. It works pretty good. It took, I think, 1 or 2 days to get comfortable and to know how to draw, and a little bit rethinking on how to do stuff as I would do in Visivik. How does it work in SCAD? But it went pretty quick. I also got help from someone of the Anyvision team. He is also in the chat, so if you got any questions about the software that I can showcase or answer, he's gonna answer your question. If you have any questions along the way, you can just ask him right away. I'm trying to answer your question or showcase how you would do it. And yeah, now I'm gonna go into drawing. I already drew the stage. There's a video on YouTube from Event Elevator that interviewed Revolution Events, how they made the drawing, how they made the festival and everything. So I just watched the video, paused it a little bit. They showed some pictures of their drawings, and from there I tried to build it as close as possible to reality. Of course, there will be probably a bit of or not exactly as it is in real life, but it will be as close as possible, and I don't think you can spot if it's the wrong size or the right size. So because I already drew the design, I already made a standardplan. It's called in SCAD. So it just tells me the layer. So you have numbers on the, I don't even know the English word for the standards. So these are the verticals that are going up, and in the plan I can see, okay, number 1 is a spindle, and then 2 meter without a pin, and then there's a 2 meter with pin. So I have 20 options or 20 different sizes, and they're spread along the drawing and on all the standards. These are going to help me to build it basically a little bit quicker than just figuring out according to a drawing, okay, how high is it, how would I draw it out. So I'm probably gonna start with building the, in Dutch they call it grondslag, that's the ground level. So as you can see now here, it will only be just ledgers and spindles. So now I'm gonna go into SCAD. I'm gonna change my view to a white background, and the visual style I would like to have conceptual. That's what I mostly draw in. For drawing with layer objects, it is very important to have the snap to point mode on, and only that one. That will give you an easier way to draw scaffolding. So as you can see, I'm gonna put in a wood block. Now I need to zoom out a little bit. Right, so that's basically the first object. Then we're gonna go to spindle, I think it's called. And now we can hover over the wood pad, and you can see there's a snap point. And if I click it, it will snap perfectly on the surface of the wood panel. So now we need a, I don't even know how that thing is called. So we can put it over here. We can put it a little bit upwards. That's possible when I have S-track enabled. So you go close to a snap point, and then you can drag it upwards on the C-axis on this point. So now it's not completely on the bottom, it's a little bit upwards. So now we're gonna place some ledgers. We need a 2 meter one. So now as you can see, I can hover over to the center point of it, and it will immediately snap to it. There are a few snap points. There's one up here for the verticals that are going upwards, and down here you can see the ones for the ledgers. So a cool thing is when you have an object inserted into the drawing, and you can place it by clicking F9, you can rotate it, which wasn't possible for me in Visivik. So you always have to place the object, then rotate it. So this is a really nice, easy and quick way to rotate your object and not place it and then select it again, rotate it. So now we placed 2 ledgers. We can go to the top section by dragging from left to right. We only gonna select the object that is complete in the drag box. So if I only want to have my wood panel and the spindle and whatever that thing is called, I'm just gonna drag left and right. If I drag it from right to left, it will select everything that is inside the box, and from left to right only the full object that is surrounded by the box. are included in the box. So yeah, there is a pretty cool tool that you can find up here in SCAD tools. You can see these arrows left, back and front and right. That's a pretty cool tool to just place your spindles or these objects pretty quick. So now you can just place it around. You can select the ledger and then place it around. So now I'm gonna have a look over to my standard plan. I'm gonna start out with the PA tower. That's also how I started with the complete drawing, because if I switch over to the picture, you can clearly see on the PA tower how high it is and what size. So it's a 2x2 meter. It's probably 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 meters, and then another 1 or 150 meters on the top that is covered in gray. So that's basically the reference point where I start out to draw. So if I have anything in when I redraw a stage, if I have anything that I know exactly the size of it, I'm gonna draw that thing first, and then I'm just gonna see how the other objects, how big they are in relation to the one object that I already have drawn. It's probably a little bit close to the reality, or sometimes I completely know exactly how these stages are built. So now we're gonna just go over, and as you can see in the plan I have here, I have 2 by 6 meter. So I just made a 2 by 2 meter, and I'm just gonna copy that 2 times to the back side, which is pretty easy. I just select it. I can also use my keyboard and shortcuts. So I click Control and the arrow key upwards. I haven't selected everything. So now we basically have the whole PA tower, and then we're gonna go over to the whatever object it's called. It's on the left side of the PA tower. I'm gonna draw the right side now, so just think mirrored, and I'm going to rotate that by putting in RC, which rotates it around the C axis. So now I just select one point, I click 45 degrees, and that is perfect. Because in the drawing of the stage, most of the layer is rotated 45 degrees, and the PA tower is the only thing that is rotated forward. So now what I'm going to do is I create a block called scaffolding. I'm gonna go over the block function in a little bit. So now this whole object became one object basically. So if I want to change that object again, or draw something to that object and join it to the object, I can just click it twice. So now I'm inside the block, and what I'm gonna do now is I copy paste this one, I hover over to the snap point. I can rotate it 45 degrees. I'm gonna put it over here. So now we're gonna go back to drawing straight now, because we're in the block. If I'm going outside the block or saving the block and exit it, I just type in BS, which will pull up B save, which is called block edit save. I click save close, and now as we can see, we're drawing again in the total drawing, as I will call it. So now I can rotate that one back to normal. So now the PA tower is straight as it is in the realistic drawing. And if I enter the block again, if I go to the top view, as you can see, it is rotated 45 degrees. So now let me see the drawing. Right, I have to have one over here as well. And now we can easily take this one, take this one. Now we have to go one backwards, and oh sorry, I forgot that I'm not in live mode. Bear with me because I'm not that good of a streamer. It's just something I started out in the Corona time. So yeah, now we are back in the live screen. I'm just gonna go over again what I did. So now I am in the block editor, and if I'm gonna exit it, or before I'm gonna exit this, so if we go to the top view, as you can see, the layer that should be rotated 45 degrees, so this section is now straight. If I'm going to save the block editor and exit it, as we can see, the PA tower is straight now, as you can see over here, and the layer that should be 45 degrees rotated is 45 degrees rotated now. So now we're gonna go and enter the block editor again to draw inside of here. I'm gonna choose that section and put it over here. So now we basically have the PA tower and the object that is right next to the PA tower, as you can see. So now we're gonna go back to top view, and from this point we have a vertical, or a 2x2 ground level ledger. I'm gonna show you. It is that one. Yep. So that one is going and connect the PA tower with basically the center stage, as I would call it. So from there we have a corner going, let's see, let's take these, copy paste it, put it over here, and it is rotate it like this or not. Oh yeah, I made something wrong. That one needs to be rotated this way. Now it is correct. So now we're just gonna copy that object or the selected layers. Rotate it like this, and then we can basically start with drawing out the stage. So we have take that one. Right. So no, it's wrong. So I need a 1 meter instead of a 2 meter in here. So let's go to the library, the 1 meter ledger. Put one over here, put one over here. Select that object again. Alright, so now we also have a 2 by 2 meter. And that needs to follow for 1, 2, 3, 4 squares, or are in total. So 2, 3, 4, and then we have a little bit of an outwards going stage. So like this, and if we exit the block editor for now, as we can see, everything we just draw into here follows. So just to showcase it, what is possible with blocks, I can just mirror this block to over here. So now it is mirrored. So if I'll go into the block and we add a few rows over here, and then we save it again, it will automatically follow on the left side. The block is also mirrored, so it is in the actual drawing also mirrored. There's also just a normal copy. So now we have these 3 objects. That one is mirrored, that one is the one that we're basically drawing in, and that is just a copy. So I can also go and edit that one. It will give me the same results if I'll save it again, and then all the other blocks, or all the other same block, will follow basically. So we're gonna delete that one again. We're going to delete that one again. I can also go and add or draw an object over here. So let's just add that one. So if we go into the block editor now, we can see the object isn't in the block. What we can do, if I accidentally drew it and I wasn't editing the block, I can select this object, I can put click the add to block, then I select the block, and as you can see, it joined the block now. And if I want to take it out of the block, I'll click the ref edit. I can select the object, I can remove it, and now as you can see, it turned in a different color or different way. So now it isn't, I can still select it, but it isn't in the block. So if I'll save it, go out, as you can see, this object is not in the block anymore. So I figured that one out after a little while. It's pretty nice to know. Alright, so let's move on with the staging. So now we're just drawing out the stage where the DJ and the MC can walk around and stand. So that is another 1 meter. Over here, over here, and over here. Just gonna copy these as well. And then we have a 2 by 2. And that is basically the center of it. So this one is the center or middle point of the whole stage. So I'm not gonna draw the left side, just gonna delete that, and then we're gonna mirror it later when we're done with the whole layout or the ground level. So we need over here we're going to need probably, yeah, left side. And then another, just gonna delete that once I place it down. Also, it's pretty good to know for everyone that is watching now. I'm basically 1 month into this software. I'm pretty surprised already that I can draw almost a complete stage. So I learned the software pretty quick, I would say. If you are coming from AutoCAD, for example, you're gonna have a pretty easy time to figure out how SCAD works. But for me, it's a little bit of a learning curve coming from Visivik, because Visivik has a little bit of its own way, and SCAD is more CAD based. And after you learned it, it makes more sense than VisiVig Works, for example. So I'm already a huge fan of the software. It allows me to draw stages that I couldn't draw in VisiVig, for example. So that's wrong way. So that's pretty good. So now we have, yeah, two more over here. And another 1 by 2 meter section over here. Yeah. These are going till here. And then that one goes further to here. And then to here. There's probably an easier or quicker way or a different way to draw the scaffolding. For me, it's just the way I figured out now. So there are probably a few different ways to draw it out. But yeah, I'm basically new to the software, but it lets me allow to draw what I want to draw, and it works great. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I made a little bit of a mistake. Let me delete that section. Now let's continue in the front. Yeah, this section we have done over here, over here, over here, over here. Boom. So that one needs to go as well. Oh, wrong button. All right, that should give me the center. Yeah. Right, now I'm back on track. F9, and yeah, that is the up. Come on. Yes. Alright, perfect. So that one goes over here. And then boom, boom. Now we're back on track. So we're gonna copy a ledger over here, and then for this, take this part and put it over here. So this section over here is going to be the back tower, the biggest tower all the way on the back. So we have the center point or the middle point. Alright, so then we're going to have one over here, and we're going to connect that with that one. Here, over here, and over here. So can I see that point? No. So the center or the middle point of this ledger, so over here, that is our center line, and we're going to mirror everything later once we're finished with the complete drawing. But I think it's looking pretty good already. So oh yeah, I forgot the outside object, so let's just place that one in. So from as you can see, now I have another snap point selected, which I wanted to say earlier already, but I forgot. So I have the midpoint snap selected now. So now it gives me a lot of options to select what point I want to choose. And for drawing scaffolding, that's not really easy or nice to have. So now I disable it, and now if I want to copy it, I have the perfect snap point again. So that object is going over here. Where is it? Yeah, So I'm just gonna copy it to here, to here, and over here. Gonna choose a whole 2x2 square, copy that one, and put it over here. And then let's see, is it the right distance? Yeah, I think so. I can still move it later, so it's not that bad. So we're going to copy this one 3 times, and then we take this section and copy it over here, and I forgot that part. So now we're good to go. If we have a look in the main drawing now, that looks about alright. So what we're going to do now is we enter the block editor again. So we're gonna rotate the view a little bit. We're going to select maybe a little bit more. I'm gonna select everything from here, disable these ones, and now we're gonna choose the mirror command. We're gonna draw a point or an axis from here to here, and now we have the whole ground level basically from the stage. So let me see if that is correct. Almost. So that one doesn't exist over here. That one neither. That one also doesn't exist. And that one. Yeah, and now we're basically back on track. Yeah, we are. So also, obviously, if there are people that are professional scaffolders or professional scaffold drawers watching this stream, I'm not gonna be bothered to draw the scaffolding realistic, so I'm not gonna put the braces and these ones exactly where they should be, because you should have like a whole line from the front to the back and then from left to right to put a little bit of or make the scaffolding stable, so it's not possible to like shift it. So I'm not gonna add that. That's up for the people that really know how scaffolding works. I mean, I do build it, but I'm not a professional scaffold designer or drawer. So yeah, now I still need to add a little bit on the staircase. So we have that one over here. Yes. And then the same running backwards to here. And then another 1 by 1 by 1. So boom. Oh yeah. I didn't copy that part. So what I'm going to do is show a cool way of moving something. So we're going to need the y-axis. So we are choosing this object. We're gonna type in the command line copy y and then enter. And now we can take this point and we can take this point, and it will put it exactly over here because it only moves it along the y-axis. So if I would do that with only move, or no, only with copy, so I copy from this point to this point, as you can see, it's just gonna take the distance from that point to that point. And I can do that in all the 3 axes, so X, Y, Z. I can copy and move. There's also a cool command called, oh no, it's the same. It's copy Y. And then if I put in 0, it's gonna move it or copy it exactly how long this object is. So that's pretty cool for placing barriers or stuff that should like snap together. So now we have the whole ground level set up. So we can go over and probably start with the stage, I would say. So the stage, the front of the stage is 2 meters high. So we need a 2 meter standard without a pin. So I'm gonna place it over here, over here, over here, and no, I think these ones are already 2 meters. Yeah. 3 meters. Alright, so let's just select these ones, copy it over here, and then choose that one. copy it over here, choose that one, copy it like this, I mean, it's pretty cool to have these easy placing tools, but I don't have these in Visivik, and I kind of like to draw my scaffolding as I would build it, so place every object manually. Takes a little longer, but it's like building it in real life. So yeah, you can do it that way, or you can just go and take the faster route, I would say. So we need one. Yeah, we need that one over here as well, and over here as well. So I'm still, as you can see, in the block editor, and we're in the main drawing now. So I'm gonna go back into the block editor. I'm going to create a block for the stage. It's gonna be, yeah, these ones, that one, that one, that one. So now, yeah, we kind of have the whole layout of the stage, including the staircase in the back. So no, I don't want these with me. Alright, so we're gonna choose that and create another block, and we call it DJ stage. I can also pick a point, which you should do always. And now we click OK. So we're still, if I'm just going back to my main drawing. So now we defined a new block inside of this block already. As you can see, it shows up when I click it as a whole block. So when I go in here, we have every object single, and then we can just click that one, the stage, and that is a block now, let's say. So now let's basically fill out the stage with stage beams. And these are over here. I need, where is it? Is that one? Is it? Yes. So I need that one. And we're just gonna create like a quick copy way. So boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah. there is 1 meter in between. That's alright. I'm just gonna move it over here. And we copy that one over here and then fill it up with 1 meter stage deck, which is that one. Now I'm just trying to find the point. Yep, there it is. And then it's gonna be the front of the stage. Just gonna place that one over here, and that section over here. Yeah, perfect. Found the right one right away. So we're just gonna copy them all the way, and then we choose that section, and we're choosing that section, copy it over here. So now, as we can see, we have our front decks finished, or the front side of the stage. So now the next thing we're going to need are 3 meters. So we go back to verticals, and 3 meters CP, which means zonderpin in Dutch, and that translates to without a pin, to put another vertical on top of it. Probably need to change these out. Later. But let's just fill up the that one over here. It's probably need to be a little bit higher later on, but that's alright. But it is a meter high, alright. Let me check that. Yeah, it is a meter higher. Alright, so let's fix this section up. So now we're gonna just use the copy C command again. We define these 2 points, which will end up in 1 meter. And if I need them again 1 meter higher, I can just click enter again, and then it will copy it exactly 1 meter further. So let's take these 2, copy it again, and then rotate it 180 degrees. Boom. Now we have this section. So These ones are going. Alright, that one's going to the left. Maybe. I don't know yet. And then we're gonna choose these ones, copy them over here, and then we're gonna press F9 twice, and then place them over here as well, and then take these two, place them over here. Finished. Or not yet. And that one. That was too much. No, I just need that one. Boom. So now if we save the block editor, as you can see, we added the whole stage level to here. So now we're just gonna place some stage decks. I'm not gonna be bothered to put a cross beam over here, which you should in a real design, but I don't want to make it completely real. Maybe in the future I'm gonna do a whole series on a perfectly real drawing as it should be, but for now these are things I don't care much because I can see them. So I'm gonna go over to decks. There is a deck like this that gives you 2 decks right away. So no, I'm gonna place the decks at least realistically, because you can put a deck like that without cut out corners in here, as you can see. If I place it now, as you can see over here, it is going inside of the vertical. So we're gonna take that out, and we're going to place or select that one, brown one, and place that one over here, and then we turn it again, place it over here, place it over here, and over here. Also probably for the top section we can place them over here. Rotate them. And now let's just fill it out. So we're gonna need a deck that has 2 cutouts, one over here and then one over here. So we're just gonna go to the library. We're gonna go to gray ones that has 2 cutouts, and then if we put it over here, as you can see, it's perfectly cut out. For the drawing, that will, for the realistic drawing or the technical drawing to build the scaffolding, you will also see, as I will show you in a second. So if we go top view, we put 2D wireframe, you can see a symbol. So if you actually build the scaffolding and you have the drawing like this, you can tell already, all right, that's a brown one, that's a gray one, and we don't have any others. So that's probably, or basically, pretty good for the companies to just say, all right, we have count list. I can show you later. So we have 7 of these gray, and we pack 7, and then the people can see already, all right, that's a gray one, that's a gray one, that's a gray one, and a brown one. So that makes it easier and quicker to build it, because I do like to have drawings that are perfectly made. So let's place that one, which is 2 cutouts on the back, and that is a blue one. Is it? Yes. Also, I just thought about it. If these colors aren't the right ones for you, and you use different colors, what you can do is you can make your own custom library, as I did already. So that library is yours, and it won't change with updates if you use it correctly, or if you create it correctly. So whenever there's an update, if you placed your own custom part somewhere in these ones, they will just be deleted again. But if you have your custom library, as I have created over here already with my Qdance parts, you can have these and they always stay. And if I import one, as you can see, so that's pretty cool to have a custom library and also access it in the normal library under your custom library. So that's for example a feature that I really missed in Visivik, because it's pretty important to have, and it's way faster to draw with your own custom parts rather than importing it or merging it into your drawing. You just click and have it right away. So let's continue with decks. I need 1 cutout, which is that one. Yep, that's the right one. And then I need a 1x1. No, that's the 50. 1x1. Is it the correct one? Yes, it is. Alright, so cool. Now I'm gonna leave the stage decks for now. I can continue later with it. So I'm gonna go over and build my PA tower. So I'm gonna create a block for that one. On the blocks and groups, there you go. PA, pick point, I'll choose that one. Done. So, oh, I forgot one. Now it is. So now maybe you want to build it up and still have these objects shown, because if you go into your block editor, the only thing you see is that one or this object. So what you can do is you exit it, you click it, you go ref edit, okay, and from there you can see these other ones as ghost mode, I would say. And now you can just build your PA tower and having the other blocks or objects shown. Maybe you need to connect something and it's hard to tell or see what you need because you only see the PA tower. Right. Gonna read some comments. Yeah, I see that Simon asked a question about blocks and is SCAD similar or is the software built for staging? As Bert already answered, it is perfectly made for events, because if you're going to look at the library, it sometimes glitches out because my laptop is not the best one anymore. So you have, if you're only gonna look at layer or scaffolding, you have already a huge library just for layer. You also have a lot for rigging, trusses, which we're gonna go over next time. And then you have sound, which I'm not a sound guy, but I am pretty impressed by the way you can create a line array. So I'm just gonna showcase that. So if there's any sound guys, I'm not a sound guy, so don't blame me what I'm doing now. So what I can do now is I open the line array tool. So I'm gonna put in my bumper, which we can see over here now, and then I can put a K2 under it with an angle of 1 degree, and now I'm gonna change the angle to 3. Probably doesn't make sense, but I'm not a sound guy. So now we want to go to an angle of 5 degrees. I don't know if that's even possible. And yeah, now you can say save and give it a name, PA main. Boom. And now you created a block, because I'm in the block editor for the PA tower. If I'll go out and save it, save changes, as you can see, that is one object or block now. So I'm here now. I have a perfectly drawn out PA, which in Visivik, as I know, is a pain in the ass to do that. And here you just create it in a few minutes, seconds. So yeah. So now we're gonna go over and start with the PA finally. So we're gonna create a whole tower. And let me see, it's 5 is 2 meter, 2 meter, 2 meter, 2 meter, and a 150. So I'm gonna go into the library, stage, layer parts, verticals, 2 meter width pen, and that one we're gonna choose copy C now. And I know I'm going to need Where is it again? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. So 2 more. So I just click enter again, and now we need 150 without a pin on top of it. So that goes over here, that goes over here, and yeah, that should go and be copied over here. Also, what I just seen, if we go to the top view, the XYZ is not really in line with the scaffolding. So if I, for example, do this, that doesn't work correct anymore. So what I can do is go to setting, click USC to entity, click it, and then I choose that one. So now, as we can see, XYZ is perfectly lined up with the scaffolding, and I can use the SCAD tool to move them. So now, if I want to use them, it's the wrong one. So now it works again. It's also something pretty cool if you figure it out, and it gives you a quicker way to build something. So 2 meter, 2 meter, 2 meter, 2 meter, so 4 2 meters, and then 1 2 meter without a pin. So I'm gonna put that one over here, and that one over here, over here, and over here, and then we need another 2 meter without a pin. That goes in here, that goes in here. So now what we're gonna do is we take the ground ledgers and copy paste them over here, and then just copy it upwards to where I want to have them. So now we are drawing on the right side, and I know the verticals are going from that point to that point, so over here to over here. So we're gonna go in here, and then first of all change the XYZ again. Boom. And now we need a brace, I think it's called. It is that one. So now I just rotate it the way I want it to. So it is that way. Yeah. So now, if I don't want to have it on the outside, I can just go over here, flip Y, and now I have it on the inside. For that one, I want it over here, and I want that one over here as well. And they placed these on every meter, but that's totally fine. And then we're gonna place them over here, flip Y, and place that one over here. And we're going to place these ones over here as well, and over here as well. we're gonna leave that one out. You don't understand much about scaffolding, but fine. No, that was too wrong. So I'm gonna use these ones. Alright, so now I'm gonna select all of them. So now they are all selected. Now I click copy. I put in the command copy C, and now we're just gonna fill up the tower with what we need. So there's a bit of stuff sticking out. Just delete it, and you're fine. And now gonna finish it up. Tower. So now what we need is 2 meter for 150. There we have it. Let's put it on the outside. Flip white. Cool. And we need 2 meter and 50 high, which is that one, and we're gonna put that on the outside as well. Flip Y. There we go. Just for the looks. There we go. So now if we go outside of here, we have our PA tower drawn up. So what we can do is we'll just delete that part over here and then mirror the tower to that side. Pretty sure the people that are drawing that out professionally are doing it differently, but yeah, that's how I work, or that's how I figured it out. So here is it. Yeah. So now we have these two PA towers, which are later gonna put in the PA, and we have to change these ledgers on top for a trolley or whatever to place a stage beam, but I'm gonna do that in a different drawing series video stream. So now we're gonna take that part and make it a block. Create block, side object big. I really suck in labeling stuff. Alright, let's see if there are any questions for now. I do have to leave now, but thanks. Flip looks like SCAD has some nice new tools and functions. Gary, yeah, so far I don't know much about SCAD because it has multiple and many functions, but it is such a nice software to create stages that I couldn't really create with what I had so far. So I do really like SCAD, and it gives me the possibilities to draw more complicated stages. So yeah, I'm a fan of it, and I really like using it most of the time. When I'm bored, I started drawing at somewhere 10 in the night, and at 6 in the morning, I have to shut down the software and go to bed. So it's really cool to use. Simon Olsen, would you recommend someone to start learning SCAD or Vectorworks? I don't really have Vectorworks. I never really seen it and used it, but I can tell you I've seen one Vectorworks drawing in all the 3 years I work in the Netherlands now, and I've seen multiple drawings from SCAD. So I think SCAD is the way to go. I've seen multiple complaints on Facebook from friends about Vectorworks, and Vectorworks has a complete different way of approaching a drawing, or just a different way. And to the people I've spoken with, it's just you can work with it, but they don't really like it or recommend it. So I think you should look into SCAD. I will be doing more streams about SCAD. I want to finish the whole stage with multiple streams. So we still have to add some decoration, covers for the scaffolding, some lights, PA, lasers, whatever. So I'm gonna do that and just watch them all, and maybe you like SCAD. If it's the way you think makes sense for you to draw stuff, you can go and download the demo version of it and then have a look at it. I did that as well. For me, it was a bit hard to figure out the demo version because I didn't know any commands or how the software works. So I couldn't do much with the demo version, but if you watch my videos on SCAD, you'll probably be able to build something that makes sense, and after a while you see how easy it is to work with SCAD. So yeah, I'm gonna continue with drawing again. So we're just gonna build that object. Oh, I forgot that part again, so we're just gonna add it. And I do know, let me see, in the so 3 is that one, and 7. So I just have to let's just look at the drawing. So we see that the back side of the object is left to the PA tower. The back side is smaller and the front is bigger. So let's just draw that out. So the smaller one, let's go over and have a look. Starts, yeah. Let's go back to live mode. So I'm just gonna start in the back. What I'm gonna do is, no, I don't have to. That's already perfect, the XYZ axis. So what I'm gonna do is, I need that one, flip Y, that one, and copy it over here. And now do it a little bit different. So now that should be the layout or the outlines of this object. So just gonna copy paste stuff around. So now we need a 4-meter standard over here, and we go into the vertical. So it is a 2-meter width pen, and then 2-meter without. As you can see, it lines up perfect. What I need now is 2, 4, 6, 8. 2-meter width pen over here. Boom, boom, and then without a pen. And on that section, I do know that I need a bit higher. So let's just fill that one up with that ledger. And boom. Oops. So we have that part now. What I'm gonna do is, because I'm a bit lazy now, I'm gonna copy that section and copy it from this point to that point. So now, yes, so we need that one up here. And we also need it over here. Over here. And over here. So now we can just fill it up. That standard. Just copy it over here. We do need it over here as well. And yeah, do need it over here. So that one needs to be deleted. That one needs to go up here. So now already looking pretty good. Flip what? No, it doesn't. Yeah, so we do need that one over here, that one over here, and copy it up to here. So now, no, that one doesn't have to be here. Copy that one to here, here, and here. That one needs to come here as well. So now that object is almost finished up. Well, not almost. Still a bit to go. So let me check with my standard plan. Free. A free is 2 meter, 2 meter, 2 meter, and without a pen, 2 meter, 2 meter, 2 meter, without a pen. Let's check the back. Is it 2? There's so over here we have 2 meter and 2 meter without a pen, and we can copy these ones up here and up here. And now we're going to need nine. Nine is 2 meter, 2 meter, 2 meter, 2 meters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna take it over here. That is the wrong one. Perfect. So now if we go out in here and have a little look, the object is almost ready. Does it connect now? Yes. So we do see we're going to need a different standard over here. So it is 2 meters as well. So if we copy that over here, now this one lines up perfect. So we're going to also copy that upwards. Alright, cool. So I can show you that one as well now. I made the mistake and placed an object on top of another object, as we can see. No, that wasn't the one. Was it that one? No, it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna type in show duplicated block. So now you can see it selected these two because they're copied on top of each other. So if I delete them, I still have these objects because they were duplicated. So that's a pretty cool tool to see which objects you have placed on top of each other. It's a good way to use that command after you finish your drawing, because if you put two ledgers on each other, and if you go into count list, you can see that these ledgers, so we have 69 now. I'm just gonna place that one on top of each other, and now we should have 70. Yep, there you can see. So if you want to pack your stuff exactly or perfectly, you would pack one too much. So now we're gonna put show duplicate again. Now we're gonna delete it. If we go back to count list, you can see it's 69 ledgers. So now it fits again. So now I'm just gonna finish up that object again, and then so now just for visuals, put that one over here. Alright, so now that object is finished as well. I'm gonna place that one over here as well. So now I'm just gonna select the block, mirror it. I'm gonna choose that point and that point, keep in titles, and now that one is created as well. So Bear, what do you think should I show now when it comes to commands and tools? Because I'm gonna end the stream. It's already 1 hour 45, so maybe we can have 15 minutes of showing some cool tools that we can cover for the next few series. What I'm gonna show now is pretty cool way. So I'm just gonna create a line over here. Then I do suck with arcs. So arc over here, and then a line over here, over here. Now we're gonna join that together by pulling in join, And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place a fence like that. And now what I want to do is I want to have that fence or that object perfectly arrayed around the line. So what I'm going to do is I type in curve array. So it says select entity to copy along curve. So I'm gonna select that one. Select base point. I'm just gonna click enter. Select curve or path to use. So now I'm gonna see if that is how I want it to be. Yes. So now I can click OK. And now as you can see, I have a fencing around the path or line I created, which is pretty much handy if you want to have like a fencing around your stage, or if you have a drawing of your area, and then you want to place fences around a hole or whatever. Then you can just draw out a line and then array the fences around it. And now it is all just one fence at a time. But I can also create a block for that. So let's move that one here. Now we're gonna type curve array in the command line again. I'm gonna select the object. I'm gonna press enter for the default point. Now I just type in fencing backstage. Okay. And now it is one block. So it makes it easier to isolate it, or I'm going back, or to hide the object. So now I can just delete the line if I want to show everything again. So yeah, that's a pretty cool way of creating fences or fencing. So what else do I know or can show? Oh yeah, there is the manipulate tool. So I'm just gonna copy that block, copy it over here, and then I go to edit select. I can manipulate it. Let's say I want to create a line like this, and I wanna have my scaffolding along the line. So what I want to do is press down so I can move it. So nope, didn't go as planned. So I move it to this point, and now I can rotate it along the line, which doesn't work exactly how I want it. So let's try it again. Bear with me because I'm still figuring out most of the stuff that SCAD has to offer. not it. Can you do visualization light based with SCAD like Capture or VisiVig? Thijs, no, SCAD isn't a visualizer like VisiVig or Capture. SCAD is to make technical drawings. You can also do that in VisiVig, but in VisiVig it doesn't work as good as in SCAD, because SCAD is focused on doing technical drawings for every departure. So you can do technical drawings only for rigging. I do know that the company I used to work at the beginning when I moved to Holland, Eventions, that does the rigging for Climax, for DEFCON, for Sensation, they use SCAD as well, and you can create some really cool drawings, technical drawings for rigging. I do know that a client that I work for, Emco Flashlight, they use SCAD to create light plots. I don't know many companies that use VisiVig for plots, light plots, and technical drawings. But if you wanna, if you have SCAD and VisiVig, for example, you can take that drawing and import it pretty easily into VisiVig, and then in VisiVig you just place your lights and then you're good to go. So I used already a few times an SCAD drawing and imported it into VisiVig, and then just spend like an hour to place my lights where they should be, and I'm good to go to visualize. There are so many commands for stages and events. I suggest you cover a next topic in future stream. You did an excellent job explaining scaffolding, but there are still many commands for creating technical drawings. Alright, so I have 7 minutes to go. What I'm gonna show you now, or the last thing, for scaffolding. So we have this drawing now. So what I want to do is I'm gonna copy that one out over here. I'm gonna click replace. Yes, so select block to be replaced. So I'm gonna replace that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and this one. Yes, select replacement block, that one. Use scale, yes. So now it's not perfectly. No. So now we're just gonna move. Click that and move it over here. So now it connects perfectly again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to the top view. I'm going to 2D wireframe, and then I go to SCAD tools, ST plan, and select all and titles, enter, and now it says pick point for table. The table is really small, so I scale it up. So boom, now you have a pretty quick way to build your scaffolding. So now you can see your standard plan, whatever, and your drawing. So you have every standard numbered. The ones that are the same have the same number. So now in order, or you would go like that. So this one is one drawing, and then you have a drawing like that in 2D wireframe. So now you can see, alright, that's how the ground level looks like. And then you can see, alright, the standard over here is the spindle, and then whatever that is called. And then you have a standard of 2 meters and a standard of 2 meters without a pen, and that works pretty cool for building it, other than looking at the drawing in that view and then figuring out, alright, I need a 2 meter standard over here, I need a 2 meter standard without a pin, I need 1, 2, 3, 4 standards with 2 meter standards with a pin, and then a 2 meter without a pin. So that works pretty cool if you actually build scaffolding to work with that drawing. I worked many times with it. It's pretty easy. I think 1 month after starting to build scaffolding, when I worked for Stageco at Pawhurookaville, they gave me a drawing like that, and I was able to build a small side stage just according to that drawing. So it's pretty handy and easy to read. So, and it takes not even a minute to create a plan like this. Thijs, can you do okay, thanks. Can you show how the plots are, or maybe make a dedicated video about it? I will make probably a whole live stream covering how to create a complete technical drawing for the stage. So yeah. Alright, well, I'm just gonna show you one more thing. That one is a pretty, I wouldn't say easy, but a pretty easy stage to, with a few pictures like that, to draw out. So I drew this stage already in Visivik. It was a little bit quicker in Visivik, but it's not a technical drawing. I can output the scaffolding plan for Visivik to make it able to be built. So it takes a little bit longer in SCAD to draw it out, but it is a technical drawing then, and it is, with a few tools, it is easy. It is possible to output a easy plot or technical drawing to be built. For example, the layer thing I showed you now. So there is one stage that I really wanted to draw, and I tried it in Visivik and I gave up within 10 minutes. and I'm gonna show you which one it is. And in SCAD, it took a little while, but Mysteryland. So Qdance created for Mysteryland 2018 a dinosaur, a T-Rex, and with SCAD it didn't took me much to wrap my head around how I would create a drawing like that, but it worked out. So yeah, just by having these knives, it is pretty easy to just figure out how big it is. I used a pretty I don't know if that is a trick, but I thought I'm just gonna download a real model of a T-Rex. It's I think high poly, whatever. I already deleted a lot of stuff from that face, but it was a complete face, so I already knew, alright, the teeth or the trussing should look like that to create the jaw, the bottom jaw. And then when I placed it, I just deleted it. The model wasn't the right scale, so I just scaled one teeth to the size of this object, and then from there I just placed them around. So just because it has a lot of different angles to draw in, it wouldn't be possible to build that in Visivik. I don't know if it is possible to draw in Vectorworks because I didn't use it, but with SCAD and 1 month of well, I wouldn't call it even training, I just was in contact with Bert. If I had a question, he answered it. And then with 1 month of communication with Bert and wrapping my head around SCAD, I was able to draw that. I think it took me 4 to 5 hours, and I still want to finish it completely. So yeah, SCAD is a very advanced software to, I don't even have to do that, to create drawings like that. So yeah, for people that really want to have a easy and quick way to create technical drawings, I would go for SCAD, especially for people that use a lot of scaffolding. Because for scaffolding, I do know, because that's mostly what I was going for or focusing in SCAD for now. It is very powerful. So I am still amazed by how easy it is to create scaffolding in here. And yeah, SCAD is just a really nice and easy software. So far I can't really tell you everything about it because I'm still learning it. I invest a lot of free time to just create drawings and figure out the software on the go. But I do know that a lot of companies in Holland use it. Companies like Qdance, they do Defcon, they do Climax. They use it, they create their design in it, they send it to Backbone, which transform the design of Qdance into a technical design. So people, and then they go over to other companies like Flashlight to create the design into a technical design for lights. Then they go to Eventions, they create a technical design or drawing for rigging only. And they do work all together in SCAD. And also companies like IDNT, they do Tomorrowland, they do Sensation, Thunderdome. they also work with SCAD. So even if I can show you how powerful it is, I can tell you that the majority in Holland of companies, they use SCAD, and they can put out a lot of cool drawings or designs, technical drawings. Alright, so I'm gonna end the stream. If there are some questions left, please ask them now. I need to wait a little bit because there is a delay on the stream. If you don't have any more questions, I'm gonna end it. If there are questions for SCAD only, you can also ask Bert. He can tell you everything about it. You can also go to the link I have in the description to check out SCAD. You can download a demo version. You can check out the price, how much it is, and I'm gonna probably do another stream next Sunday. I don't know how I don't know yet if I'm gonna do another stream next Sunday, because I need to work the whole week long. I don't know if I'm exhausted or not. I'm probably gonna do it on Sunday again. If you guys want to see how I finished the scaffolding completely, we can do that. I can move on to decoration. I can move on to placing lights, to other things, whatever you want to see next. There are a few more things that I can show you about the scaffolding when I create the bigger towers in the center, and then we can move over to rigging, trussing, lights, whatever. It's also, you can also like see how I progress in the software, because I am still new to it. I still have to figure out a lot of commands, tools, whatever that are in the software. So this is also like this is not really a stream like I do with Visivik, where I already know my way around, I already know my workarounds. This is basically watching me learning the software. So if you start with SCAD, within a month or not even a month, you can create stuff like that already. So it's just a few things that you have to know, and then you can create stages like this. For the people that are coming from CAD-based softwares, they will have it already pretty easy to know their way around SCAD. For the people that are coming from Visivik, because I know there are a lot of people using Visivik that are subscribed to my channel, it will be a little bit of a rethinking, but it's not really hard. I figured it out in a few days, and you can do as well. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now. Realize what are you showing us today? I'm just seeing you came too late. It's not a problem. The stream will be available to watch right away as soon as I end it. So you can just rewatch it. If you have questions, you can shoot me a message on Facebook or just comment, or you just watch the next stream as soon as I schedule it, and then ask your questions. Alright, so yeah, thanks for everyone that tuned in. Also thanks to Bert for answering questions. I didn't really focus a lot on the stream or on the questions. And probably see you next week, and then we can continue.